So today I want to talk about Lot and the power of decision making. I don't know how I'm going to shorten the story, but it was interesting when God was telling Abraham that he was going to bless him and everything. And Abraham was like, you know what? How are you going to bless me and my offsprings when I don't have a son of my own? Is Eliezer. Eliezer was the servant, his long time devoted servant. So he was like, are you gonna make Eliezer the inheritor of my everything? And God was like, no, you're gonna get a son. But I was like, wait a minute. At this time, Lot was alive. Lot was Abraham's nephew. That was the closest to a son that he could be. And then Abraham is not even thinking of Lot, but he's thinking of Eliezer. And this Lot is the same guy whom Abraham gave out so much. He took him, his dad, when they were moving from the Ur of Chaldeans, the place where they were born, to the promised land. Abraham's father took Lot, took the wife, they went together. And then Abraham was not able to have a son. Sarah was at that time infertile. So you can imagine, if you don't have a son and Lot is there, he was like a son to them. They raised him in all the stuff, like values and everything. He was a son. And so they moved with him because Lot actually lost a dad way earlier. Okay, so he was very close as a son could get. But decision making, okay, that's what I want to talk about. The decisions that Lot chose to make. I don't know what influenced that. There are some studies that show like the wife of Lot was a bit troublesome, like a bad influence to Lot. I don't know, because when the Abraham's people, servants or workforce and Lot's workforce were having arguments, and Abraham did not want to fight, and he was like, let's part ways. Lot had to make a choice of where, what he wanted to do, not just where he wanted to go, but rather what he wanted to do. So when you're having a fight with your father, the father who is a father of promise, a father who is anointed by God to do greater things, you better be careful what kind of decisions you're making, because that could cost you a whole life. And we see later the decisions that Lot keeps on making, even after Abraham went out and rescued him in, the Sodom and Gomorrah, the capturing and everything, and how they were taken captives, and how Abraham with an army of 318, something like that, men organized themselves and went to rescue Lot. And so many things after that, when Sodom and Gomorrah, were captured and things like that, when they were destroyed by God because they were very sinful. And Lot is still making decisions that were not, appropriate, or something that were not leading to good outcomes. That's what I'm trying to say. And the wife, the story of the wife. The wife decided to go against God's command not to turn, and again, it's the decisions we're making. So I'm wondering where, Lot could have been destined to if he made different decisions. Where would he end up, being? Probably he might not have been the heir, like, Isaac would still come definitely as a promised son, but still he would be very close to God's promises. That's my thought. He just lost it and just disappeared in the story, and we saw how it ended, and out of that, there came the children slept with the father, and they gave birth to these nations which were like enemies, the Moabites and I think the Ammonites. So it's not a very good ending, So let's be careful. The kind of decisions you're making, it could cost us a whole lifetime. I hope this blesses somebody. Bye.